Welcome to the Thunderdome.
Welcome to another edition of Thunderdome!
Hello, welcome to this special edition of the Thunderdome Radio / TV show / radio. This is Scott Greene here, holding it down forward, but I got some special friends with me, some guests that come a long way to visit us. We have Reverend Baker and Reverend Parker. There we go. Partridge?
Yeah, Danny ain't got shit on me. I've carried it all my life.
And they're from Greenfaith Ministries, an organization. Well, actually, I'll let you guys. Who exactly is Greenfaith Ministries, and why the hell are we interviewing you guys?
Well, we were invited down here. We didn't invade. We're not occupying the joint.
Yeah. Well, I'll let you explain Greenfaith Ministries, and I'll explain the other part.
All right. What we are is the state's only medical marijuana church that I'm aware of.
And federally recognized.
That's true. As well as charity. So, get them
Those are big words.
checkbooks out around tax time. Yeah, it was a pretty big fight. I even won the battle to keep the church and charities PayPal and Chase account and Wells Fargo and everything. So it was nice being actually federally exempt and recognized, so you can go in and be like, hey, what is this? You don't like us, man? That's religious exemption.
Maybe some of our, I was about to say, you got the religious exemption.
Yeah,
Our friends in the other industry are going through just the cannabis exemptions with their businesses.
Right,
and they're
right,
finding
the business
it's
exemptions.
impossible to have any business exemptions.
Right. Well, that's as far as business write-offs now, man. That's why we're kind of became the goodwill of medical marijuana in the cannabis community, just for the fact that they can't give or write off to dispensaries and whatnot. So this way we're actual real church and charity.
And you know what, people, honestly, if it's tax time, we're a couple days away from tax time.
Oh, that's right, man. Look us up, greenfaithministry.com.
Exactly, because if you
Top right corner.
owe at the end of the year, it's your fault anyways for not giving away to charitable companies. It's your fault for paying the government money when you could have given that same money that you're paying the government away.
Right.
You could have given it away to a good cause, people that could use the money.
We could definitely use a wheelchair accessible van if you got one sitting out there, man.
Awesome.
We take tangible. We'll take real property too, man. You got, that nice acre in the mountains you never use. We could use it for a sweat lodge or something.
We could definitely find a place to use it. We could definitely find a place to use any of it that they want to donate to us.
So how long has the church been active? How long has it been around?
We were started in 2004, officially ordained and recognized in 2006. Went through lots of training, mainly online, seminary, as well as a 4-year sabbatical of no Babylon, no job, nothing, living out of my car and in the woods. It was pretty cool.
Wow, that's
but
pretty good.
Officially federally recognized and adopted into the Native American Church in 2009, and pretty much established and going as a church and charity throughout the north half of the state since then.
All right. And one of the ways that you have brilliantly thought of moving forward with this church and trying to obtain some funds and some notoriety and get your name out is this as a Cannabis Film Festival.
Cannabis Revival Film
Cannabis
Festival.
Revival.
We got to
'cause there's
revive the Sacrament.
Exactly.
No, that's cool. I
Chris
love
Custer
that.
over here trying to produce the show, but messing everything up.
National Geographic.
I hate editing. We're so awesome live.
Right.
All right, so the Cannabis Revival Festival.
Film
Festival.
Right.
The
you're
Cannabis
right.
Revival
It's
Film
mouthful.
Festival.
It's long. Next year we'll get crff.com. Shorten
good
it
one.
up.
I still prefer the
So what is it? What's
non-ebonic
the-
kind of
That's
connotation.
true. You
What's
type
the
it out,
idea
you
behind
remember.
it? What did you want to come across with
Well,
it?
the whole idea.
Because you have a list of
behind it-
movies. Do you have a list? I have a list of the movies.
Yes.
While you're
Is that off the poster? Because they've changed some since.
Yeah,
then.
we're rotating that poster. That was early on before we got other submissions.
So we got Run from the Cure, Rick Simpson's
Run
awesome
from
movie.
the Cure. We're going to do The Union, the business behind getting high. We're going to do the world premiere of Vitamin Cannabis. Now, everybody's out there going, oh, Vitamin Cannabis is on your YouTube in segments. No, yeah, you can see parts of it, and you can see most of the movie, but there's 2/3 of the movie, or a third full of the movie, that's never been seen by nobody except the filmmaker and us here, 2 people in this room. So
And that's from
you're-
Captain. What,
that's Captain.
Kyle.
That's Kyle
Captain
Marsh,
yes.
Captain Cannabis.
Yes.
This
He's a
is
good
going to be
guy.
the big screen world premiere. It's been formatted and edited professionally by a
Awesome.
movie production
Good for
company,
him.
and it got soundtracked. I mean, this is not
Might
the
be one of
movie.
This
our
ain't
top
YouTube
quality
version.
films.
It
This ain't the YouTube
No,
version.
it's
No, we
not.
got
We,
the
we got
original
Sean
And you know what?
Band,
Speaking of
Abanda.
YouTube, Run from the Cure is also on YouTube. But if
It-
you've seen that, it's a horrible, shitty version.
Well, you got to keep
And-
jumping from segment to segment, or if you do see the version, you get into it's got to catch up.
Yeah,
the
so
lag, and it's
This would be
really,
a good way for people to come out, and not just patients. This is open to the public, correct?
Yes,
Yeah, yeah,
yes. This you don't have to have. It's not
21 and up,
necessarily
though,
a red
'cause
card
it's a
event.
drinking
It's a 21.
establishment.
But thing is, folks, I want you to come with the attitude
Where are
of
they
you
coming
need to. They're coming to Castleman's in Denver, Colorado.
26 and Walnut.
26 in Walnut. Yes.
Good place.
But when you come with the attitude that you're going to learn something. It's not just a get high event. My friend Kelly Maddie, he's the one that created the Cannabis Revival. He intended on making
From
it
Missouri.
Missouri, absolutely.
Missouri.
Joplin,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
my
We're
buddy.
the 2012 Cannabis Revival event because it's closed this year with the tornado.
Right.
I was
and
about to say, did he?
petitioning.
How's he? Okay.
Okay, but they're working on the show
we
me
can't have outdoor events
legalization.
here this early. We'll get rained and
exactly.
snowed on.
Well, there's not until September, but
Right,
either way.
exactly.
But with Kelly Maddie working on the show me legislation for the legalization movement that's going on there, they're going to take a break this year. But he's a good friend of mine, and he give us permission at Greenfaith Ministries because it's kind of, it kind of fits. We're a ministry, and the ministries have revivals, and we're a Cannabis Sacrament ministry, so it kind of worked out to where it was a blessing. But Kelly's really supportive of the movement. But what the event actually ended up turning out to be is a place where these kids, because they found out that the cops weren't bothering anyone that was smoking, and instead of coming down there and listening to the speakers, they come down there for a place to get high. And
Kind of like Denver's 420.
Right, right. But
no.
that's
Wait a
what it's
minute.
been
Wait a
there
minute.
for, though,
Let me
man.
let
It's
me
nice
not
they're
interrupt
starting
you.
to educate.
I'm. You know what? I am not in competition with any other event in this town.
No,
and
no,
I
not-
applaud
not
them.
competition.
Right.
I applaud
We'll always
them.
bring in an original idea.
I applaud them for what they are doing. But what I want is those people that are on the fence, those people that have grown up with the reefer madness mentality, but every time they open the newspaper, they read about cannabis heals this, cannabis treats this, and they read about it that it's coming from a reputable college, and they don't know what to believe. Or they hear that industrial hemp could save this country if we could just get it legalized and start growing it for these people to get back to work.
And these people need to understand, if you bring hemp to the party, you're not going to be invited back. Yeah,
No. Let's understand.
they're like,
Let's
"You're gonna
understand.
smoke
There is
the hemp."
no
They're still-
difference between cannabis and hemp. One is a male seed plant. One is a female medicine plant. If you want to bring hemp, make sure we can wear it because it'll last a lot longer than the
Exactly.
cotton T-shirts we're wearing. Okay, and it's better sustainable. It's the only plant that replenishes the soil instead of taking nutrients away. Okay, not many people know that you can buy hemp milk from Safeway. You can get hemp hearts in Costco. This is the healthiest food on earth, folks. Omega-6s will clean the plaque out of your brain. No more dementia, no more Parkinson's. You'll be able to remember that crap that you couldn't remember last month. Okay, not only that is the omega-3s cleans it out of your heart. The highest amount of omega-6s and 3s found on earth in one plant. One plant. Okay, now if we're not supposed to eat it and supposed
Yeah,
to
and
use
that's
it,
the
you tell
seeds.
me why it's not called the tree. To me, it's considered the tree of life. Okay, it sustains life. You can wear it. You can clothe yourself with it. You can wear it, you can eat it, you can create oil out of it, you can run your car on it, you can build your car out of it. Henry Ford built the car
on it
and
until late 40s. I mean, it was made illegal in 37.
And
he did it
Kestrel
for
is
several
building
years later.
another one in Canada. Our brothers to the north, because we are North American brothers and neighbors, they are building one up there, the Kestrel car. In fact, Adam Scorgi, who's going to be a guest at the film festival,
and he made the movie The Union. He's the
made
director.
the movie The Union. And now they're going to do a backup movie to that one. I'm not going to release any details or the name. When he gets here, he may let us know. But getting back to it, he's interviewing the people with the Kestrel car. And in October at our Harvest Fest, there's another little lead up to what we're planning on in the fall, our Harvest Festival.
That'll be fun.
We're going to try to bring the Kestrel car here so everyone can see it. Okay. I don't want to become a political organization with this Cannabis Revival, but the fact is the history of that plant is being erased from our history books. This country was founded on it, and now it's falling apart.
Here we got
prohibition.
a lot coming up here in Colorado, thanks to Jason Love at Cannabis Health News here in the studios. We have a chance to maybe at least start using it in other ways. Baby steps.
Every way possible.
So, all right, so it's 3 days. You mentioned it's 3 days. So it's
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday,
this
16th,
coming Monday,
17th, and 18th.
16th, 17th, and 18th.
At Castleman's in Denver.
There you go.
26th in Walnut.
From when? What time?
Doors open at 5, but get there as early as you like. We'll be there probably about 3:30,
Come
4
hang
o'clock.
out with them.
That's it.
And,
they'll be open for the day.
There'll be people there that can
leaves.
discuss the different things that's going on. There'll be organizations like Moms for Marijuana, Pikes Peak. There'll be the local moms.
MMAPA.
Yes.
Home baked.
If you're interested in any of the things concerning hemp or the cannabis industry or learning about how it cures cancer or how it's treating these diseases, Shauna Banda is going to be our guest all 3 nights. She has cured herself of Crohn's disease by using cannabis oil. I mean, she's got documentation that says the doctors told her to go home and die because there's nothing else we can do for you.
Get comfortable and get high.
Well, actually, she told her husband, bring me a joint because what are they going to do to me? Put me in jail and pay for my medical bills? Really?
No.
At the hospital. No, at the hospital, she told them to bring her a joint, and she went outside and smoked it. I mean, because she was done.
A couple people went to jail
but then
for
she
medical
figured
care.
out about how to make this oil cheaply. Like, it's just kind of basic like the Rick Simpson oil. But she found out how to do it with a vaporizer and a goldfish. Remember the old goldfish soldering iron vaporizers we used to get?
No.
The old kind, the ones that cost you $50.
The
you
bowl
can't find
with
them
the
no more.
soldering iron and a dish.
They would. You're right. They would. She burns the cannabis on that soldering iron, and the oil collects on the goldfish, and she spatulas it out and puts it in gel caps, and that's what saved her life.
Wow.
Now, you look at her in her face. You can be a knocker. You can be a skeptic. You look at these people in their face, or you look at the pictures.
Yeah,
Or
she
look
don't
at our
even look
friends.
sick.
Or look at
She
our
doesn't even
friends
look
Cash
sick, but
Hyde.
she's cut
or
from head to toe,
there's
man.
several examples
But
out there.
you talk to Dr. Bob Melamede, who's on the forefront of curing people's huge melanomas and these cancerous tumors that are just outrageous. He's on the forefront of this. You talk to him and tell him, you're crazy. Cannabis oil is not curing and helping people and curing cancer. He's got 10 years of documentation. Okay, Kyle Marsh, he's another one that cured people's diseases with this stuff. I mean,
Rick Simpson, if it wasn't hiding
for
or
Rick
wherever
Simpson,
the
That's why
heck
they
he
chased
is.
him off.
He went on vacation. The DEA raided his house while he was on vacation. Or not the DEA, I guess it was the Canadian.
That's why you go on
Well, with the
vacation. So
influence-
they can't
Mounties.
pull a
with the
Roger Christie
influence
on
of our friendly
And that's a whole other
government.
story. So Roger Christie.
you. Right,
Roger
right.
Christie still sits in a federal jail.
That's why we give it away, man.
Still
That's
fits
it.
in a federal jail.
No suggested donation here, man.
And let's talk about that a little bit. All right, so it's a free sacrament, you called it earlier.
Well, yeah, it's
free
for
medicine,
patients
free herb.
though. Right,
it's for
right.
patients, the needy patients who have
Right.
to be qualified
Like,
on a fixed
if you ain't a
income.
patient, we figure you could grow your own and you're good to go, man. Just make sure you have a bona fide religion and service established before you start partaking.
Let's be clear, though, that our belief is that every free person should be able to choose their religion, and if this is included in their sacrament, they shouldn't have to have a card and violate their other constitutional rights in order to exercise their religious right.
You just don't have the free access to it. That's for the homebound and indigent people.
Right. Well, you also provide. So you also provide
food
for
anyone.
Food, awesome.
Clothing, you name it.
Panera Bread. Give them a big shout out. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. The one corporate sponsor we have.
Do you have a garden up there? We've been doing some gardening these days.
We actually do, man.
What kind of garden? What you got up there?
Right now we have jack squat. We can't plant nothing up there until the shoot beginning of May. They actually say wait till.
Really?
Whatever. Yeah,
Memorial
Day.
This is up in way north Colorado.
None, man. Colorado. Too close to Wyoming. We still get frostbite from Wyoming.
I gotta plug an artist.
Yeah, he's gonna plow the gardens.
His name is Leonard. Well, his name ain't Leonard. The character is Leonard, and he's pretty creative with this character, Leonard. It's a pipe, but Leonard does all kinds of things. Leonard's a jeweler. Leonard's a musician. He's the head of a jazz band. And you guys will be pretty impressed by this guy's work. And I'm not talking about he just molds them out of clay. This guy's got metal statues of this character.
4 foot tall, freaking full jazz band.
Some of you might have seen his pieces standing out and about throughout the 420 rallies.
Okay.
But he's going to really put on a nice exhibit at the Cannabis Revival Film Festival. You guys need to come out and look at this.
Yeah, he's going to be the ambience.
What's your 420 plan? Speaking of the
420, I'm supposed to be flying out early morning to Humboldt to do a wedding and flying back at night. But if that gets canceled, I don't know, man. Cannapages, man. Cannapages has some freaking soiree on the freaking rooftop somewhere with the hot tub, and it's an invite-only thing. I was invited. I don't know if they just invited me because they knew I was going to be in town. It's all right. They sent it to the church.
The 420 down in Colorado Springs, the Field of Dreams 420 thing that they have.
Their second year going on.
With my friend, I can't remember his name. I just met him, folks. I just moved here in August, and I'm just getting familiar with the people's name.
Your medicine.
Medicine.
You need more seed in your cannabis.
I'm cannabinoid.
Where is
the cannabinoid deficient?
This place.
Oh,
we'll get some of that. All right, so speaking of that, let's talk about this real quick. We're gonna wrap it up in the next few minutes.
Yeah,
his name's Travis.
His
name's Travis. His first name's Travis. You got to understand, folks, I've talked to about 1,000 people over this film festival. But the 420 Field of Dreams guy, his name's Travis. Go ahead.
You're crazier than me.
He always circles back. Dude.
Thank you. Always keep them guessing, my friend. Always keep them guessing.
All right. Yeah, there we go. Have a good night, folks. We're done. Okay, so I wanted to talk to you. Interesting. You tried to sue the federal government of the United States.
Who?
You.
No, I'm suing the state.
You're suing the state.
Yeah, I don't fuck with Uncle Sam. I don't want to diss.
No. He's got
feds haven't fucked with me none, man.
The feds is
state of Colorado's fucked with us all by not making it federally legal. Like with literally one legal document that I already have drafted and prepared, and have offered to the freaking Attorney General's office throughout the whole suit. You know what? Let's settle. You petition. You get it legal.
And this was years ago. This was how many years ago that you started this?
I've been contacting them since 2008, like December of 2008, telling them like, hey, you can't do medical marijuana and give us state licenses without petitioning federally and making it
reclassify.
It's right there in the Code of Federal Regulations. It's right there in the CSA.
And didn't you guys, when you guys voted it in, it was mandated they had to petition?
Well, not until 1284, but actually that was the state's answer to my beginning formal complaints online. Was we're putting it in the freaking new bill, and by January, blah blah blah, we gotta petition it. But no, they just sent a freaking letter. That was it.
They sent. Right.
From the Department of Revenue, who has no grounds
he's not
or
to
standing.
Join the other governors that is suing the DEA
right.
to get
well,
it
he because he's smart. The only person that does it, if you look to the rules, the federal rules, the Attorney General is the only person that has any power to do any type of rescheduling.
Although they made
the governor was the most powerful person in the state. So if
but who's his attorney?
Governor Hickenlooper.
Attorney General. Attorney General's the attorney
It's always
for
better
the
to have an
state.
attorney representing.
Right, that's why
anyways.
the state's got to be served, and you got to sue through the Attorney General.
$11.2 million revenue generated by the state medical marijuana registry. Now, this is information coming to us by the good folks at Culture
It's
Magazine.
all garnered by a violation of your
$11.2 million
constitutional rights.
compared to $11.2 million revenue generated by retail sales from the state's agricultural, forestry, fishery industries in January by itself. Damn.
By itself.
So, I mean, that just says that they're making a shit ton of money off of this. They're making a killing of money off of this.
No. Where's the
don't know.
Thunderdome mug?
We'll figure it out. That'd be interesting. We need some Thunderdome mugs. We
Well,
need
shit, just
Thunderdome-
wait till it's legal next year, man. Them
Oh,
numbers
we got a
are
couple
gonna
good. We got
quadruple.
a couple good things coming on. I was hoping Crunchy was here because he wanted to talk to you guys about one of the menu items. I guess he was still trying to get an email back from one of you guys. I don't know.
I ain't got any from him.
He's
so.
emailing the wrong person. Sure, whatever he needs and does, we're
Yeah,
you know,
have him get
we
a
go
hold-
with the flow.
Have him give me a call. I'm sure he's got my number.
We're definitely happy to have you guys providing the appetizers.
Thank you very much, by the way.
We
That'd
got
be fun. I'm excited.
concessions
That'll give
too,
me something
man.
to do for.
I'm very excited about
Yeah,
this
we're
event.
good. I don't know. Can you fix all that up, make
Thank
it pretty?
you for having us tonight, Scott.
Huh?
It was all good.
Yeah, that's a good closing.
At the end, I was
Thank
like, I
you
fell
for
off
having
at
us,
the end.
Scott.
Yes.
God bless us all.
That's a Thunderdome ending. Thanks for joining us here live on the Thunderdome radio show.
Later.
Live later.
Live later.
Live later.
At the Thunderdome.
It will be live later
LLR.
when
How
they
are you
listen
gonna do it?
to
You
it
just clean it up
live.
and put it on, but you can't put it on.
Welcome to the Thunderdome.